Hi, welcome to Plum Fusion. Yay! Okay, month one. Month one, we're doing blocks 1 and 2, but let me show you what's going on even before we start sewing. If you're doing the Block of the Month program with Vicky's Fabrics, you should receive your packet, and in your packet are everything in your packet's important, but the most important things in your packet are the Plum Fusion Color pamphlet. In this pamphlet, on the front, you're going to see the whole finished Plum Fusion quilt. On the inside, you're going to see the individual blocks that we're going to be doing and the components that when they all start coming together. This down here, very, very important, is your color key. So your color key has a little grayscale picture. This is what's going to be showing up on your patterns, and these are pictures of the exact fabrics that we're going to use in our quilt. Okay, so you're going to be referring back to this on a regular basis, so don't lose this. Very important. The second most important paper is your general instructions paper. This is another piece of paper that you are going to be referring to as we go through the whole year. At the top, it has your abbreviations. It has a guide for cutting triangles and half triangles and quarter triangles from squares. And it has instructions on the basic components that you're going to be using in this quilt. And we'll be doing demos on these as well. But half square triangles and how to square them up, 4 at a time flying geese, square in a square, 3-color geese. I actually have a video on 3-color geese already up on the website. Oh, no, not on the website, on my YouTube channel, and flip and sew corners. So we'll be going through all these things in a tutorial, and you'll be seeing me do the demos as we go through the blocks. You're going to have the first 2 patterns, block 1 and block 2. And you're going to have all the fabrics needed to construct these 2 blocks. Okay, so that's in your kit. I am also going to show you my 2 favorite tools for this quilt. The first is the Creative Grid 6.5 by 12.5 inch ruler. Couple of exciting things now. They now are doing left-handed rulers. It's amazing. If you are interested in a left-handed ruler, Creative Grids has this size, the 6.5 by 12.5, the 6.5 by 24.5, and a 12.5 by 12.5 inch square. I've had a couple of my left-handed quilters say it's amazing because all rulers are written for right-handed, and these have switched all the numbers around. So instead of looking lefties at the numbers upside down, you're looking at them right side up. Really very, very cool. One of the reasons I love this ruler particularly for the Plum Fusion, in fact, any of the Wing and a Prayer designs, is the instructions have you cutting larger and then trimming down the pieces to the exact size. And when you're doing half square triangles, they ask you to cut 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 squares, do the sewing, and then trim down. This ruler has a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 line right in the middle of the ruler, and it is amazing. So that's your reference every single time. The second ruler I recommend is the square on square trim tool. This is my second go-to ruler. We use it to do the square in the square sections in this quilt, and I also use it to trim 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch pieces, 4.5 by 4.5 inch pieces, and 8.5 by 8.5 inch pieces. And you'll see me use both of these in my demos. Okay, let's get started.